think at its core, this is a bet about the long-term view of where digital assets and blockchain technologies are going to change how financial institutions manage and certainly transact. At the core, we think there's going to be a lot of examples where through tokenization, you're going to see assets that we think about trading today that are tokenized, and institutions need to think about how they store digital assets today.
Welcome to Coreum Concepts. Thanks for stopping by the channel today. Hopefully I can provide you some value, and you can provide me with a subscribe if you haven't already. Please like, share the video, get the message out. Still running that contest. I want to give away some NFTs. Going to give away one of my Core Apes. Just need some help to get the channel growing. Shout out to Solo Scrooge for sharing that clip with Brad Garlinghouse. Getting right down to the core of things there. So Solo Scrooge, if you're not following him, check him out. He's definitely the best guy to check out for TA on Sologenic and Coreum. Keep you up to date on what's going on in those charts. So Reza this morning put out a tweet. In light of recent developments, we've made the decision to temporarily suspend the multi-chain bridge on Sologenic. We're closely monitoring the situation and are awaiting further clarity from the multi-chain. As a precautionary measure, we kindly advise users to refrain from using the bridge directly until further notice. So yeah, there is some problems, I guess, with multi-chain. I got lucky. I didn't know any of this was going on, obviously, and I was moving some Coreum from my Zum wallet via the Sologenic bridge, and it was locked up actually for the past 24 hours before this happened. And as I heard from many people in the past, when you don't get it in the first little bit, you just go on the bridge page there. From there, you can check the box that you haven't received your tokens yet, and it takes you to the multi-chain site. Just by interacting with that, a lot of times people have said within minutes their tokens arrived in their proper wallet. So, in fact, that's what happened to me last night. So I was pretty surprised when I seen this morning. I don't know if it's completely locked up or if that same thing was happening to me, was happening to other people. So I just thought I'd mention it in case somebody hasn't tried that and wasn't aware of it. It's definitely worth a try. I haven't went back to the site since then to see what's going on now that this has been announced. But hey, anything's worth a try if you got funds locked up there. So good luck to everybody out there. I see there's a lot of responses on this post with people having problems with that. So hopefully we get this sorted out. There was talk from Bob Ross about the IBC bridge being here within a month. So it was always the understanding that the XRP ledger was going to be the first with the two-way bridge. So hopefully this brings that on a little sooner than they planned maybe. Or it'll connect with IBC. We'll soon tell. Soon be able to see. So anyways, it'd be nice to have some options. We have the airdrop coming up June 1st. So we'll have another 125 million tokens hitting the market. Currently, the best suggestion that I've heard is to move it through Bitrue. Not ideal. Hopefully there's a better solution provided by the team here soon. Hopefully before the airdrop June 1st anyway. So keep tuned into the channel here. I'll keep you up to date as that progresses for sure. Checking in on the charts here. This is the Coreum on the daily chart. Still just ranging sideways there, sitting at 21 cents. Sologenic sitting at 13.6. XRP up a little bit today, 46.485. Bitcoin sitting at 26,430. Total crypto market cap sitting at 1.07 trillion. Gold sitting sideways with that 1948. Silver 22.93. DXY has been pushing up here lately, 104.07. Checking in on our validators. By order of voting power, not much change here. Cosmo Station still in first with 18.2 million. Bitrue 17.3. Zen Lounge in third with 16.9. And 007 Coreum 8.8 million, and still in fifth place. Informal Systems 8.4 million. Checking in with the current signing average. Looks like in the last, this is for the last 8 hours. Everybody's been running good and sorted out by some misses here. This is the average signing in the past 30 days. So you can see Core Heroes is running at 98.7%. Stake Cedo 99.1%. Same with Informal Systems. And Stakewold 99.8%. Zen Lounge 99.9%. Silk Nodes 99.9%. And Fourbowl 99.9%. Everybody else is still running at that 100%. Again, and that's in the percentage of blocks signed in the last 30 days. Okay, and lined up by their commissions. Highest rewards paid out. Smart Stake still has a promotion for 0% fees. 007 Coreum 0.5%. BitTrue at 1%. Solo Nation 1%. Byte Stake 1%. Synchrotron 2.5%. And a new one on the list here since the last update I did, we have the Gold Squad, 3%. Remember I mentioned that quite a ways back in a video there that I caught that Gold Squad was in the unactive delegator list before there was any announcement there. So it's good to see they're on board. Currently sitting with 4 million tokens, so they're good and secure. They have 22 different delegators. So good to see. Make sure you distribute your tokens evenly so you're not exposed to any slashing, as I showed in the previous slide. There is some validators starting to have some misses here and there that takes away from your potential rewards. So again, if you're spread evenly throughout the whole list, you're not affected by that as much. Whereas if you would have focused the majority of your tokens all in one area up here, you wouldn't be getting your maximum potential there. So, and it also helps secure the blockchain better. That's the whole point of it being decentralized. You don't want all these votes to be sitting up here top heavy. So like currently, so you can see currently 8th place, top 8 make up 50% of the votes. You know, it's definitely gotten a lot better. The foundation certainly came out and did their part to support the community validators to get that distribution more evenly spread. So huge shout out to them. That was a massive play that helped the whole ecosystem and didn't go unnoticed. And you can certainly see that Coreum's growing. There's many job listings out here, but this one just came across the radar on Twitter today. Developer Relations Manager for the blockchain sector. It's a remote position. Salary 65 to 80K. It's at the Coreum Development Foundation. So definitely check that out if that's up your alley. And I have a few Twitter spaces here to draw your attention to. I will get the links in the comments below. And yeah, all of them provide a lot of value. Today's Solo Nation OG Club had a Twitter space. Favio showed up. There was definitely some good information given there. Core Apes, Crypto with Leo was on there discussing their project and things coming up with them. So definitely check that out. On Zeeves, I've been following Zeeves for quite a while. They have been sharing a wealth of knowledge for the community on DAOs, multiple other topics too, tokenization and whatnot, but they have a very good space on here. So if you're wanting to learn about DAOs and the tokenomics of those, definitely check out this Twitter space with Zeeves. I'm going to be working with them closely here in the days ahead. I'm excited about that. I'll tell you more about that as the next few days. And Ape Runners sold out party. This Twitter space was definitely worth checking out. Tons of alpha in it. Huge things coming up. Most importantly, some amazing community building going on out there. Some great energy, some great people, great projects, different blockchains all coming together, all have a common vision, and it's amazing to see the results, what's going on out there. So congratulations to Ape Runners for their sellout. I think they sold out in like 3-4 days. Just an amazing response. I heard that they're just moving up the ranks on the marketplace there. I was hoping to get one. I'm going to be looking at getting one on the secondary market, I guess. Bitcoin was a little too much for me to get my head around the other night when I was trying to get it done, so I missed out, but I'll get myself one, I'm sure. And this would be potentially a good time to do it. This weekend, Ape Runners auction this Saturday with our partners, Royal Clubbers, and Aurora Dogs DAO, and Local Lizards. This Saturday, every NFT in the auction will come with one Ape Runner NFT. So if you bid on and win an NFT, you're also going to get an Ape Runner with it. They're sold out. They're hot as heck over on Ordinals there. And the ones that are on the secondary market are going fast. So it's definitely a chance to get yourself into the Ape Runners ecosystem. There's lots of exciting things coming up. Definitely get out that Twitter space and see what's coming up ahead. It's going to blow your mind. It's pretty wild. Great people, great energy again, and it's been fun to watch this all unfold in the last few weeks. Okay, I'm going to make a little longer video here today. I'm happy to say finally got Starlink here. So we're going to stretch its legs a bit today with a longer video so I can see what the upload time is. And more importantly, tomorrow I'm going to do a live stream and we're going to dive into a bunch of shit. It's been a lot going on, been busy as heck around here. A lot going on in the background, a lot of exciting things being built. So we're going to really test out the Starlink. I'm excited. It's going to be a game changer for me. It's been quite the challenge to manage my upload times with the connections I was having. So hope things get better again. Another upgrade for the channel, and hopefully you guys out there supporting me enjoy it. I love the feedback and the response. So all right, let's dive into it. Bob Ross put out a heck of a thread here, and we're just going to go through it a bit because it's excellent. Crypto Leo did a heck of a good thread there last week, and Bob obviously said I can outdo that because he came out with this soon after. For developers, the infrastructure they choose is paramount, and this thread will explore why Coreum, a third-gen Layer 1 enterprise-grade blockchain, stands out as an optimal choice for building decentralized applications. The versatility of Coreum Smart contracts is impressive, supporting languages like C, C++, JavaScript, TypeScript, Rust. You get it, a whole bunch of them. I'm not a techie, but here's where it gets good. Thanks to CosmWasm, these contracts can interact with other blockchains via the IBC protocol, opening up a wealth of possibilities. WASM-based smart contracts on Coreum support a wide array of use cases. Pair this with low latency, proof-of-stake network, and you have the perfect platform for fast, secure, and modular applications. It's a game changer for those seeking to fast-track decentralized tech adoption. Tokenization takes a leap forward on Coreum. You can assign unique properties to fungible, non-fungible, and hybrid tokens, from managing ownership to minting. It's all customizable and reliable, with the use cases like CBDCs, tokenized securities, interactive NFTs, and more. Security and interoperability lie at the heart of Coreum smart contracts. Thanks to CosmWasm, the applications gained increased reliability, mitigating issues like reentrance attacks and race conditions that often plague blockchain development. Coreum is interoperable via the Inter-Blockchain Communication (IBC) protocol. Your dApps can interact with an expansive range of blockchains, opening up limitless possibilities with decentralized and centralized bridges. Asset transfer across blockchains is a breeze. Bob has recently assured us that that's going to be within the next month. So that was exciting to hear. And going back to what they originally said, or what I said earlier in the video, it was always the understanding that the XRP two-way bridge would be the first one. So curious to see how that's going to unfold with recent developments. Coreum's network ensures ultra-fast transaction execution through a bonded proof-of-stake consensus and low-latency proof-of-stake network. The processing speed is vital for maintaining smooth user experiences. 7,000 transactions per second and 1.5 second block time make Coreum one of the fastest chains. Coreum's deterministic fee model brings predictability to transaction costs. The ability to accurately estimate gas costs without prior interaction with the chain brings greater control and efficiency to your development process. Coreum is an attractive choice for regulated entities and financial institutions with ISO 222 compliance. This standard for electronic data interchange between financial institutions ensures that apps built on Coreum are ready for global financial communications. Additionally, Coreum offers optional on-chain KYC and AML features, adding an extra layer of security and compliance for institutions that require them. In a nutshell, Coreum provides a robust, secure, and compliance-ready infrastructure for building next-gen dApps. So that was a heck of a thread, but I'm pretty excited to see what comes ahead when IBC gets piped in. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm really excited for the two-way bridge with the XRP ledger. I've been in the XRP ledger ecosystem for years. I just know and understand it well. I think I have a pretty good idea of what it's going to look like when these two chains can interact fluently together. But what I'm curious to see and excited to see, is because it's somewhat unknown, is when IBC gets connected, because I've just been exploring the Cosmos ecosystem more here recently, just trying to understand what it's all about and what parts of it could possibly be utilized in our ecosystem, or what parts that maybe shouldn't be utilized, vice versa, same thing. So it's been really exciting. I got a lot of crazy ideas running around in my head for different projects and potentials, so that's why. So I already have what I have. I already have a pretty good idea how I'm going to utilize the bridge between the XRP ledger and Coreum once it's live. So either way, both of them are going to provide massive utility, and the three ecosystems all linked together is just huge, and that's going to also enable a connection with Avalanche. Just announced with Avalanche that Circle USDC is now live on there. So again, it's all about community. It's about all interoperability. Once we're all interconnected and working as one giant community, a global community, the growth of this ecosystem is going to just be massive. That's what we've all been here waiting for, and I think we're just creeping closer and closer to it every day. I don't have a timeline on it. I have my theories, of course, but it just you can just see all the pieces of the puzzle like coming together. You can start to see the picture being clear in your mind, even though there's a few puzzle pieces missing maybe, but you can certainly see what the big picture is. So really exciting times. Great thread from Bob Ross. Really love it when Bob and Reza communicate with the community. They have such valuable things to provide, or information to provide us, and it's just it does really good for the morale and excitement for the community watching this project grow. Some news we're going to dive into a little bit more, like I said, on a live stream when we just messed around. Time's not an issue. Ripple's 2023 new value report is here. This year's report surveyed over 1,700 global finance leaders on institutional DeFi, tokenization, CBDCs, payments, and more. So you can see why I kind of want to dive into that a little bit more. I will show a clip here, somewhat just to test the new internet service here, because normally be a challenge showing a clip like this and not freezing up, but investment and trading are major use cases for tokenization. MENA and the UAE, in my opinion, are going to be leaders in this space very soon. And there's a nice little video here with Naveen Gupta.
Naveen, Ripple recently released the New Value Report for 2023. Could you talk to the audience about what the New Value Report is and what kind of data it shares?
The New Value Report is a survey of business leaders and their attitude towards cryptocurrency. And what we find is 79% of the business leaders who are surveyed are either interested or very interested in harnessing the power of cryptocurrencies in their business.
MENA was identified as a key region for crypto. Can you talk to me about the attitudes towards crypto for folks here in the Middle East and North Africa?
So first of all, MENA has always been very progressive in terms of crypto regulation, right? That gives the safety and the comfort for people to essentially adopt cryptocurrencies. The second thing is, if you look at a market like UAE or, for example, GCC, which is 6 countries here in the GCC, what you would find is 90% of the people are immigrants, which means they have moved overseas and they send money back home. So because of the remittance use case and the benefits to the remittance use case, we are seeing a higher adoption of crypto than usual.
You were talking about remittances and those benefits. What are the primary use cases that you're seeing for central bank digital currencies and stablecoins?
So specifically for central bank digital currencies, what the governments want to do is they want to digitize the economy, right? They want to increase the velocity of money in the economy itself, which essentially gets higher growth. And last thing that they want to do is they want to have financial inclusion. There are many people today who are not part of the economic system, and they want to make sure that they are covered through central bank digital currencies.
Are we seeing a lot of interest in tokenization as a whole?
So tokenization of real-world asset is definitely a big theme. Think about an illiquid asset. Think about a building in which everybody wants to participate in. But today they're not able to participate in because lots of time building is illiquid and the securities don't trade outside of the home market. Let's take a building in the UAE and a Japanese investor who wants to invest, say, 100 yen into that building is not able to. But with tokenization, they would be able to use yen to essentially make an investment in the token. And then second, they would also be able to see all the transactions on chain, which essentially brings transparency and the ability for them to buy and sell at any time. So investment and trading are the biggest use cases of tokenization, and we will see that those becoming real in very short term.
Are we seeing a lot of interest in DeFi here in the Middle East?
So our survey indicates that number of business leaders want to take advantage of DeFi, but I would say it's still in early stages. They're figuring it out. They're experimenting to say how the liquidity pools in DeFi could be useful for them. But the overall answer is yes, but more work needs to be done on multiple use cases that are being experimented with.
You touched on this before, specifically about remittances, but for payments and treasury leaders both in the region and abroad, what are the incentives for them to use crypto in their financial flows?
So let's take a simple example, right? So there is a buyer and supplier. Both of them are based in different countries. And today, the terms are net 30. That means the buyer pays the supplier 30 days after the goods have been received. Now, today, when they make the payment, the actual money is credited into the account of the supplier only on the 33rd day. That means they lose on an average 3 days of working capital every month. This compounds to 36 days over 1 year. Now, let's assume if they were using cryptocurrencies as a bridge, the payment that the supplier will be receiving will be instant, eliminating this 36 days of wasteful working capital that today they have to bear with, which essentially means that they can be 10% more productive in their business by eliminating this and receiving the money on the 30th day when it is sent by the buyer. And that's the power of cryptocurrencies that the businesses would like to harness.
For the region that you lead here, MENA, the Middle East and North Africa, there's been a lot of interest in crypto. Can you talk about the temperature here for crypto, the adoption of crypto in the Middle East?
Yeah, absolutely. So firstly, Middle East always had progressive regulations around crypto. So if you look at specifically the UAE, it already has enabling regulation. It has a virtual asset specific regulator that's helping with the adoption of cryptocurrencies itself. Every day, I get phone calls from multiple countries around the world for Web3 entrepreneurs who wants to move to the UAE and call it their home. And this is what we are seeing. We are seeing entrepreneurs, we are seeing money, we are seeing enabling regulation, and that's what's making the Middle East the hotbed for cryptocurrencies and entrepreneurship around it.
Yeah, I think big things are ahead. I look forward to this fall. I think by then we're going to have a much clearer picture of how that's all unfolded. So with that all being said, Zen posted today XRPL standards, the XLS 39D clawback at master, a GitHub. So this is all part of incoming regulation, which I think is obviously necessary for everything to move forward, but sometimes you got to take the bad with the good, I guess. So this is what they're talking about here. Although the XRP ledger offers rich support for tokens, including offering issuers the ability to freeze issuances in order to meet regulatory requirements, some issuers need to be able to go further by having the ability to claw back their issued assets. Issued tokens can be clawed back by an issuer if and only if is that setting set. This proposal deals only with issued assets. The proposed clawback support cannot be used to claw back XRP. So first thing to note right there, don't watch what gets put out there on this story, but nobody's going to be able to claw back your XRP. So that's first and foremost. I'm not saying, I agree with it, but I mean, that's if that's not highlighted, it's going to be a different story out there for sure. Advantages and disadvantages. The advantages are issuers that are restricted from issuing on Ledger because of regulatory requirements requiring the ability to claw back funds will be able to issue tokens. By being able to claw back, issuers can ensure that the on-chain view is representative of the balance. Compared to other on-ledger features, example freeze, clawback is minimal and trivial to implement. Clawback is disabled by default. This gives token holders more confidence that they won't be clawed back randomly. Disadvantages: introduces an additional transaction along with the complexity that comes with that. Issuers now get additional power, which may be concerning to token holders. Requires additional documentation, including highlighting the fact the clawback cannot be applied to the XRP. That's going to be a hot topic if they think the XRP is getting clawback. And rightfully so. I'm not saying it shouldn't be a hot topic if so, but that's not the case here. Motivation. Jurisdictions may require issuers of digital assets to have a way to recover funds in certain circumstances. The clawback feature can provide a way to comply with these regulations. Specification: the proposal introduces no new on-ledger structures. So it gets into the technical a bit. The proposal introduces one new transaction, which is the clawback. Some more of the technical jargon. Rationale: clawback is disabled by default and requires the issuer to have an empty owner directory, no existing trust line offers, etc. before the issuer is allowed to enable this feature. The design prefers a cautious approach where the issuer needs to take overt action to enable clawback capabilities. This helps ensure that token holders are aware of the possibility of clawback before they choose to hold any particular token. Backwards compatibility: no backwards compatibility issues found. And then it talks about some test cases that are needed. The account that signs and submits the clawback transaction must be the token holder. Token issuer cannot claw back from themselves. Clawback adheres to account flags. The issuer is only able to claw back the specific amount of funds specified in the transaction, but can't exceed the maximum amount of the funds the holder has. And the test of the clawback feature does not interfere with any other features of the token, such as offers. And then compatibility with automated market maker. And I love to learn anything I can about the automated market maker, because that's the exciting thing that I've been waiting for. Gives an account of the ability to deposit issued tokens into AMM instance pool in the form of liquidity provider token as of the current clawback spec, it only allows the issuer to claw back the funds that are spendable. This would mean that the funds deposited into the AMM pool cannot be clawed back. If clawing back from an AMM instance pool is required, such change will need a separate specification. So that's important to know. If you're worried about it, just have it sitting in a liquidity pool, and then it's protected from that. So it's just a workaround if it's a concern. So good to see. Again, it's just a proposal. Doesn't mean it's necessarily going to go through. Definitely worth keeping our eye on. And interesting to know everybody's feedback on that. Drop a comment below and let me know what you think about the clawback feature being implemented on the XRP ledger. And depending on how that goes, it's being done to address potential regulations. So I wouldn't be surprised if we see similar come to the Coreum network. Something to ask them about anyways. Airdrops. Again, I'm going to do that live stream. I'm going to stretch this thing out. Give these guys a follow. They got good news to celebrate our listing on the Sologenic Market Index. We have an exciting announcement. Get ready for an amazing airdrop event. Solo holders, September 20th. JRV holders, October 31st. All trust lines, December 31st, 2023. So again, this Sologenic IDO has gone live. There's actually multiple projects giving out Sologenic holders airdrops in the coming months and year. We'll dive into those a little deeper. You know how that goes with airdrops. Probably going to be 9 out of 10 that aren't going to go anywhere. But if you find a project that resonates with you, or a community around a project that resonates you, why the heck not? Hold that token, and you never know. The next batch of Coreum Punks is out for delivery. Get ready to mince yours Friday the 26th of May, 2 p.m. Eastern Time, 7 p.m. BST. So be quick on these guys. They're going to be releasing another batch here. The first batch that came out was sold out in 1 hour and 10 minutes. And that was mainly due to some glitches on that first go around. It would have been quicker if it went smooth. Second round sold out in 42 minutes. So we got another batch coming up here, guys. Exciting to see. Great artwork in these punks. Shout out to the team that's putting these together. It's some amazing artwork. You could see in this one here, these are actually representative of the Core Council Q-Waken NFT jackets. Really cool to see them in an NFT. And NFT Evolutions, Core Council, and Coreum Punk's just been killing it here lately. So if you haven't got yours yet, or if you wanted to add to it, be ready. You're not going to have a lot of time probably, but good luck to you all. Make sure you show those Coreum Punks off once you get them too. All right, guys, that's it for today. Gonna leave you here with nice little bit put together by notfinancialadvice.crypto. Some great work as always, and peace and prosperity to y'all. We look forward to the live stream with you guys tomorrow. See if Starlink and Elon's tech can get us through a live stream here from the mountaintop.
I can't stop buying XRP. I'm watching sheep get shaken out as I click buy. Still I try to show the people, but they don't wanna know. Here we go.